Broughton and Gunny here from Unchained Brotherhood to talk to us today. So you guys, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you guys do?
Well, what we do is we're a recovery-based clean and sober motorcycle club. Everybody in our club is basically in recovery, and we are members of a 12-step fellowship. So that kind of brought us all together in this club, and we do, a lot of recovery-based activities in this area.
Can you tell us about some of those activities?
We do yearly. We have a couple of activities that we do that are like, we do a food drive for the Everett Gospel Mission and another food bank in the area. I think it's Seeds of Grace Food Bank that distribute the food. We just do the work. They distribute the food. And then we do a toy drive at the end of the year, and the toys go to the Christmas house at Seeds of Grace.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I heard about Washington Clean and Sober rides. What exactly are those?
Well, we're not the only clean and sober motorcycle club in Washington.
Oh.
There are a couple more, and we ride. We pick a destination and we ride. And we get there and we have a good time and fellowship, and then we ride back. And we cover pretty much the state.
So it's like all of you go all at once?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really cool.
150, 200 bikes.
That is a lot of bikers. So how did you come up with the name Unchained Brotherhood?
It was basically the symbol that's like on the back of our patch is two hands and a broken set of handcuffs. And it means, I can show that to the camera. I lost my microphone.
Nice.
It basically means we're unchained from addiction and alcoholism.
Oh, I get it.
Is basically the concept. In our patch, the outside of it is an hourglass, which represents time, and it was established long before I was with the club, when I first met these guys.
So around when did Unchained Brotherhood start?
We are just, so we're celebrating 10 years this year.
Oh, wow.
So I noticed that your jacket says Everett President.
Mm-hmm.
So did you have to advance up there, or did you just start up there?
Yeah, it's a long, it's a long process. The Everett chapter is one of the newer chapters in the whole group. There's 4 chapters in the state of Washington: Spokane, Moses Lake, Everett, and Tacoma. And at one time we were all one big chapter, and then we had so many members it was easier to break into smaller groups. So when we broke into smaller groups, I started out like everybody else as a prospect, and did several officers' positions until my fellow brothers in the club voted me as president. So it took a little while. I'm in my 6th year with the club. So.
Wow.
About how many people are in each chapter?
Well, it kind of differs. I think at Everett we have almost 20. And Moses Lake has probably that many, maybe again in Spokane. And I think Tacoma, our newest chapter, has probably 25 or 30.
Wow.
So with the chapters, what does that exactly mean? Is that just a location?
It's like a franchise. Like McDonald's is a company.
Yeah.
You see McDonald's all over the place. And some of those are franchises that report to the mother company and do all the stuff.
So
And
just
it's
like
not a
easier
privately
way to
owned thing.
Separate?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So when you do events and such, like toy drives, does each chapter do their own events, or do you all come together and do one?
Yeah, we each chapter plans their own events, and we try to attend each other's events and support our other brothers and our other chapters whenever possible. Makes it just bigger and better that way.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the events that you guys do together.
Well, Let's see, the food drive is kind of a big deal for us. We really like the food drive and the toy drive. They're our main events for our club that give back to the community. Our food drive, pretty surprising, has grown over the years to the point where within the last couple of years, we're averaging like right around 130 turkeys.
Wow.
And then all the other stuff that goes along with it. I mean, that's just turkeys.
That's a lot of
in one
turkeys.
place.
Yeah.
And then we just wanted to give it to some place where it was going to get used, and there's a lot of people in shelters. And it doesn't mean just the Everett Gospel Mission. It's like the women's shelter. They also give away food to families, you know,
And they send it out to food banks
they
also.
send it out to other places, so it all goes to good use, and everybody eats good. And
Is it nice to be able to help the community while still remaining in your club and doing your guys' own things, and you
It's
get
essential.
to, yeah?
Mm.
Well, that's good.
Well, we spend a lot of time taking away from the community and our addiction. So now's our chance to give something back.
That is really nice. That makes me really emotional. Oh. So, when you guys started this out, was it kind of just like a random, like a hobby, or did it start out somehow with like a event, or?
Not exactly. Our founders were all bikers, and they came from different clubs because they didn't want to live that outlaw lifestyle anymore. They still wanted to ride motorcycles, but they wanted something different. Something where we didn't have to go out and party all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
And we didn't get involved with illegal activities. I'm not saying that other clubs do that. You know what I'm saying is that at that time, you know, it was different, and these men wanted something different. And I don't think they even envisioned it was ever going to get as big as it has.
That's pretty great that it has, though.
Yeah. Gotta help a lot of people.
All right, well, we're going to take a little break and hopefully bring you back into the Christmas time spirit. We'll be right back.
I hate Christmas trees. I'm not having this.
All right, welcome back. We're here with Unchained Brotherhood. So earlier this morning when I met with you, you were telling me about how you passed a law that has something to do with bikers. You want to tell us about that?
There was an anti-profiling law that was worked on with the motorcycle community, and it actually got passed and signed into law a couple of years ago concerning profiling motorcyclists, mainly motorcyclists wearing patches. There was a time not long ago where if you were wearing a patch on your back, you were pulled over. You know, you could be pulled over for speeding when you're right next to a semi doing the same speed, and they'll pull you over just to see what you have on you or what you're doing and everything. And most people I know that are bikers these days all have good jobs and make a lot of money because motorcycles aren't cheap. It is not a cheap hobby to ride a motorcycle. HD stands for $100. You can't do much to your Harley with under $100. So.
Yeah.
So do you guys all ride Harleys?
No,
Most of us do have
I'm
Harleys.
guessing you don't?
no, I don't.
Yeah. Most of us.
It doesn't know it's not a Harley.
It thinks it is.
Yeah, it was raised with Harley.
It was raised with Harleys. Yeah.
So what kind of misconceptions are there about bikers? Is it just that they're doing bad stuff and you just want to kind of prove that you're not?
Well, here's a good example. in the motorcycle community, we refer to the television show Sons of Anarchy as the Sons of Molarchy, because there's no way any of that stuff ever happens. They wouldn't have made it through the first episode without all of them just being killed in reality. So that's really kind of given us a bad rap in the motorcycle community, that it's not the 60s and 70s anymore when it was kind of insane, very drug induced. One of the things that people don't really realize about the motorcycle community is that even the ones that are out there partying, it's like alcohol, beer, and marijuana, and anything else in those motorcycle clubs is a no-no. They don't tolerate drug use like in the 60s and 70s, so it's not so insane and so chaotic as people envisioned back in those earlier years when it was totally off the hook.
Right.
And another thing that people don't realize is many of us are family members. I'm married. I have a 10-year-old daughter who attends an elementary school. She's in her last year of her school. And I get to volunteer at her school and participate in her education. We don't pass our women around. I'm married. It'll be 7 years in June. Or no, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. In April. We have a 10-year-old daughter. And we do stuff together. When we have our spring opener, it's a big party that we all do. We all ride and have food and fellowship, and all our families get together. My daughter loves to ride back and forth to school on the back of my bike. The only two women on my bike are my wife and my daughter.
It sucks, the misconceptions and the stereotypes you guys have to deal with. Because, I mean, you guys seem like perfectly nice people, and some people might not see you that way, and that really sucks.
Well, they look at the leather and the tattoos,
Yeah.
and some people with long hair, and they go, oh, they're scary. But if they'd ever taken a moment to talk to us, then they'd know that we're just normal people who like to ride motorcycles. It's a passion for us.
Yeah.
So, how do people join Unchained Brotherhood?
Is there like an initiation,
Yeah.
or is it like...
It's not necessarily an initiation. If we're approached by someone who wants to ride with our club, there's a 6-month hang-around period. Or they're not a prospect or a patch holder yet. They're just hanging around to see if they're going to be a fit with our club. Then after 6 months, if they decide they want to stay, we'll take a vote and vote them in as a prospect. And that's when they start learning a lot more about the club and being more of a participant. They're expected to do certain things, like show up to our meetings, like participate in all our events, to get in touch with all the other chapters and let themselves be known. And after a year of being a prospect, they're eligible to be a patch holder. And a patch holder has to be a unanimous vote from all the chapters.
So, do the people in your club feel like family to you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
That's a good bond to have.
Big family.
You have lots of people. A big question I've had is, how do you encourage each other to stay sober?
It's just like our lives. Recovery is like its own animal, so to say. You know, the people that stay clean and stay sober learn to build their lives around their recovery, and the people that are in recovery and stay clean. I mean, you don't just add a little recovery to your life and just go on doing the same stuff you do and have any kind of results. You have to build your life around your recovery, and then you add other things to your life in recovery and create this balance.
Right.
And the Unchained Brotherhood for us is just part of that balance. I mean, there's nothing more enjoyable for us in our freedom from addiction as there is flying down the road at 70, 80, or the speed limit. The speed limit.
Right.
You know, on your motorcycle, it's another extension of your freedom from active addiction. And so it's just a part of our recovery that we build around. All of our members are required to be in recovery and be working a program.
Yeah, are there any penalties for members who do fall off the wagon a little bit, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are. And some make it back, some don't.
Right.
So we're gonna end with a happy question. I want to know how you got your nicknames.
Yeah.
I can't tell you on camera.
Really? It's like a club
could tell
secret.
you.
I can tell you. I have the road name Gunny because that was the highest rank that I held in the Marine Corps.
Oh.
I was a gunnery sergeant in Vietnam.
Oh wow, that's an interesting way to get a nickname. All right, well, we're gonna end with a segment about dance. So you guys have a nice day and check out their website, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
What the heck? What the heck's going on? What the heck? I have an idea. Never again.